Thank you, Dato' Speaker. I'm truly honored and grateful for the opportunity to participate in this debate on the opening address delivered by Tuan Yang Terutama Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sarawak. First and foremost, I wish to congratulate Tuan Yang Terutama for his articulate speech, which outlines a clear vision for Sarawak's ongoing progress and prosperity. We thank His Excellency for his continued guidance and wisdom during these important times. I fully support the key points raised by Tuan Yang Terutama, particularly on the strategic importance of our oil and gas industry, the empowerment of Petros as the sole gas aggregator, and the emphasis on human capital development through education. Dato' Speaker, I wish to extend my heartfelt congratulations to our Premier as well for his visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to Sarawak's development. Under his leadership, Sarawak has advanced in asserting our constitutional rights, expanding our economic base, and leading Malaysia in green energy, the digital economy, and education reform. Our Premier has pressed Sarawak on a path of sustainable growth, balancing economic advancement with social fairness and environmental responsibility. To say that we Sarawakians are thankful does not seem enough. His leadership has instilled in us Sarawakians' pride, strengthened our unity, and renewed our faith in Sarawak's future. At the same time, I extend my sincere thanks to our Premier for approving the upgrade of Jalan Batu Kitang, 500 million ringgit, and Jalan Bau Lama, another 500 million ringgit, into a dual carriageway. His swift action after driving the route himself shows true leadership. This project will greatly improve connectivity from Batu Kitang to Bau and boost tourism. I would also like to congratulate the Honourable Member for N8 Satok on his appointment as the Deputy Minister of Utility, overseeing Sarawak Energy Berhad and Petroleum Sarawak Berhad, Petros. His role is crucial in steering our energy sector towards greater efficiency and sustainability. Dato' Speaker, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to YB Dato' Sri Alexander Nantalinggi, our Federal Minister of Works, for approving the Mile 8 Exchange and Flyover project, 400 million ringgit. I first raised this critical need in this assembly on the 18th of April 2023, with follow-up requests on the 27th of April and 17th of May in the same year. This long-awaited development will ease traffic congestion for thousands of commuters. We are fortunate to have a fellow Sarawakian in federal office who understands and values our infrastructure needs. Dato' Speaker, Batu Kitang's population continues to grow. I wish to highlight the urgent need for 2 more penghulus and 2 new ketua kampongs. Currently, Penghulu Haja Sabtuya binti Yusuf manages the Malay kampongs from Mile 3 to Mile 6, an area far too large for one person. We must appoint a second Penghulu and a Bidayu Penghulu for our Dayak communities. Taman Indah Lande, Taman Sri Permai, and Taman PPR Lande house over 7,000 residents. These communities deserve formal leadership. Mr. Ghani Anak Chungka and Mr. Muhammad Mansoor Abdullah have served diligently even without official titles. It is time we formally recognize their roles. Kampong Haji Baki has proudly maintained a drug-free record for the past 3 years. But we must remain vigilant. Currently, Sarawak has only one rehabilitation center, Puspen in Puncak, Borneo. With the 2024 amendment to the Drug Dependence Act, Treatment and Rehabilitation Act, I urge both federal and state authorities to establish additional rehab centers and halfway houses in Sarawak. This should offer detox services, counseling, vocational training, and life skills programs. This aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, especially Goal number 3, good health and well-being, and Goal number 10, reduce inequality. Dato' Speaker, I would like to address concerns from our engineers, our architects and consultants, the professionals who ensure our state develops with foresight and integrity. Yet, engineering consultancy practices, ECPs, in Sarawak face unsustainable conditions. The Board of Engineers, BEM scale of fees remains stagnant, while costs, salaries, software, hardware, insurance continue to rise. More challenging is the undercutting in appointments through a tendering process. Discounts of 30% to 50% of the gazetted scale of fees are disturbingly common. This must stop. Underpaying professionals sends the wrong message to our youth. In the 2024 SPM exams, 800 Sarawakian students didn't show up. They are losing motivation. If even engineers are underpaid, what message are we sending? First, we must make the Board of Engineers Malaysia scale of fees mandatory and enforce it across all government projects. Second, BIM, the Building Information Modeling, must not be treated as a free add-on. BIM requires expensive software and skilled personnel. AutoCAD suffices for standard projects. BIM should be separately scoped and compensated. Finally, the Sarawak-specific Professional Indemnity Insurance SP2 requirement is creating a double burden. All ECPs already maintain national P2, PII under BEM rules. SPII results in double premiums for a risk claimable only once. This is unjust, especially for small firms. If a client demands extra insurance, they should bear the cost. Dato' Speaker, we in Sarawak are looking and calling on our best minds to gather and to build Sarawak. If we want the best, we must treat them accordingly. Our Premier recognizes the value of human capital. I urge all agencies to follow his lead and force the Board of Engineers Malaysia scale of fees, abolish discount demands, pay for BIM, and assign insurance costs fairly. We are building Sarawak's future. Let us not forget those who are building it. Dato' Speaker, Thank you for the opportunity to speak on a matter of deep importance in this august House. As lawmakers, it is our solemn duty to amplify the people's voice. Across Sarawak, there is growing discontent over how the Petroleum Development Act 1974 and the Territorial Sea Act 2012 were imposed without consultation, consent, or fairness. For over 50 years, Sarawak has surrendered more than 1 trillion ringgit worth of oil and gas while receiving disproportionately little in return. Some try to shift blame, saying Sarawakian MPs voted for these acts. This is used to attack the GPS government. But Malaysia was under emergency rule when PDA 74 was passed. The Internal Security Act allowed detention without trial. The political climate was not one of open or fair negotiation. Many decisions were made under duress. Much was obscured from scrutiny. Many Sarawakians, including our representatives, were not fully aware of the implications. Can we truly say Sarawak gave its free and informed consent? Now that we are better informed, we carry a solemn duty, not just to speak, but to ensure the truth is recorded. Let it be entered into the Hansard, PDA 74 and Territorial Sea Act 2012 were never tabled, debated, or passed in this august House, and to this day they remain unendorsed. Their application is unconstitutional, unjust, and incompatible with MA 63. Other oil-producing states may be subject to PDA 74, but Sarawak is not merely another state. We form Malaysia as an equal partner. Without MA 63, there is no Malaysia. Our rights are protected by the Federal Constitution, the IGC report, and MA 63. I hope Malaya hasn't forgotten. MA 63 was carved into the Federal Constitution effective February the 11th, 2022. No law passed unilaterally in Parliament can override those guarantees, not without this House consent. That consent was never given. Malaya has gained far more economically from its association with Sarawak than we have from being in the Federation. Yet, now, we are told that defending our rights is dividing or unpatriotic. To the people of Sarawak, I say, your voices matter. Let Putrajaya know Sarawakians are awake, aware, and united. Let this august House send a clear message. We are not stirring emotions. We are standing for justice and future generations. Let the Hansard show that this House stood firm and defended Sarawak's constitutional rights. Sarawak should build its own oil refineries, like Singapore. Malaysia once imported billions in refined oil from Singapore, a country with no oil at all. With our own refineries, Sarawak could reduce crude oil outflow, boost revenue, and create thousands of skilled jobs for Sarawakians. The time has come to harness our own resources for our own future. Dato' Speaker, how do we build human capital and stop the outflow of our best brains after nurturing them for 21 years only to lose them to serve other countries? Thankfully, the GPS government is doing the right thing, offering free tertiary education and monthly stipends of 1,200 ringgit, so students need not choose between exams and family income. Education is the first step in breaking the cycle of poverty. We also applaud the scheme whereby Sarawakians who are already employed and even those aged 60 and above can apply under this initiative to promote lifelong learning. Our Premier's recognition of the UEC allows students from Chinese-aided schools to study in Sarawak-owned universities, especially in strategic fields. We are not just building universities. We are nurturing capable individuals to energize the private sector and strengthen public institutions. Dato' Speaker, security is a growing concern. More CCTVs must be installed across Sarawak's urban and semi-urban areas. They deter crime and aid enforcement. Singapore, which is roughly the size of MPP's jurisdiction, has 90,000 CCTVs and targets 200,000 by 2030. May I respectfully ask, how many are operational in Sarawak today, and what is our 5-year target? I also urge approval for a new access road linking Jalan Stephen Yong, Jalan Batu Kitang to Jalan Lande, RPL Lande. Current congestion is worsening due to rapid housing development. Residents of Jalan Arang face dangerous and heavily loaded lorry traffic, which also disturbs the peace in the community. I urge member for Padungan to press his Commercial Vehicles Licensing Board, his affiliates, under JPJ to act immediately. We also need an update on the Trans-Borneo Railway feasibility study. Sarawakians deserve clarity. The Batu Kitang flood alert sirens must also be checked twice a year. They must function properly because lives are at stake. The damaged stretch of road from Batu Kitang Bridge to Kampong Haji Baki Junction should be tar-sealed while awaiting the double carriageway to materialize. This will improve safety in the interim. The 15-mile roundabout is a dangerous item and must be upgraded to an elevated U-turn. Finally, roads in our city gets flooded and water splashes left and right as vehicles drive through surface water during heavy rainfall due to clogged roadside drainage holes. Regular inspections and maintenance by all relevant agencies are urgently needed. Dato' Speaker, Sarawak is Malaysia's largest state. Our geography poses unique challenges for fire management. We have only 39 fire stations. Selangor has 38, yet it is just 8,104 square kilometers, less than 10% the size of Sarawak. West Malaysia, which is roughly our size, has 261 fire stations. The disparity is staggering. Some may say station distribution is based on population density, but fires in kampongs, hours away from help, are just as deadly. Let us, however, acknowledge the outstanding dedication of our Bomba personnel. Despite very limited resources and vast coverage areas, They go beyond the call of duty, often at great personal risk. As Bomba falls under federal jurisdiction, and the federal minister in charge for housing and local government is YB Nga Ko Ming from the DAP, I urge MP for Stampin to convey the urgent need for better fire prevention infrastructure. He should also push for funds to equip kampongs with firefighting tools. Volunteer brigades can be trained, but they cannot replace proper infrastructure Sarawak needs for more than 39 fire stations. I'm disappointed with YB Pending. While trying to make a big issue out of the bird on Afin Bank's card, she has failed to appreciate the bigger picture. Sarawak is the only state in Malaysia owning 31.25% of Malaysia Commercial Bank, on top of a development bank that we have. The debit card Afin Bank has issued is only privileged to Sarawakians with a K, and 4 times a month one can withdraw from any ATM machines with no additional charges and no annual charges as long as terms and conditions are fulfilled. With 6 branches now and 3 new branches coming up, many high-paying jobs are going to be created. And Afin Bank has been requested by our Premier to better look after our SMEs. Dato' Speaker, Sarawak may not be as developed in terms of infrastructure, but in many ways, we are ahead in terms of vision, unity, fairness, and sustainability. Our policies are people-centric. Our language rights are constitutionally grounded. Our education vision is inclusive. We enjoy political stability, and Putrajaya should understand this. When Sarawak prospers, Malaysia prospers. We must continue this momentum and demand our fair share from the federal government, not as a favor, but as our right under MA 63. Dato' Speaker, finally, I would like to take this opportunity to wish our Dayak community Selamat Hari Gawai, Gaya Guru Gerai Nyamai, Lantang Senang, Nuan Menua, and a Selamat Hari Raya Idul Adha to our Muslim community. Thank you, Dato' Speaker.